start off with showing you something that resides inside of your brain. We're going to start off with your third eye. This is your brain cells here. These little bubbles here. These represent your brain cells. This is a photograph inside of your brain. And these bubbles here are brain tissue. And this in this area is a liquid-filled space that we call the third ventricle of your brain. This item floating right here is what you call your third eye. That is your anatomical third eye. That's in your body. Right now. Every time a planet moves, something moves inside of that galaxy, but it's not a galaxy. It's something larger than that. And you have the largest one in your brain that in your race. It also causes you to be connected to outer space. It becomes inner space with African people. Now, I'm talking about an area called your third ventricle, where a gland resides that we call the pineal gland. That's the gland I was referring to that makes this color, this pigment called melanin, which makes your skin brown. It's made by this gland here, primarily by this gland called the pineal gland. And this gland triggers responses in all the other glands. It keeps your body in rhythmicity, keeps everything in clockworking order. Anything that affects this gland will affect all the glands in your body. Anything that alters the ability of your glands to work, a cough suppressant that suppresses secretions of your gland. Antiperspirants that suppress the secretion of your glands. Anything that suppresses the secretions of your glands stops the ability of the pineal gland to function, which lowers your ability to be human, to be sensitive. And this may show up in some kind of disease reaction called obsessive compulsive behavior, where you want what you want when you want, me for me, let me do my own thing, whatever that thing is. Well, according to McDonald's, eating a burger. This is the area I was talking about. I was talking about this galaxy-like thing in the center of your third ventricle of your brain that has these orbitals that moves around, has a female spin, a male spin, does all of these sort of movements. It's a rhythmicity, it's a cyclic kind of energy, electromagnetic energy. In case you think your brain functions like other people's brains, I have some little scientific data here. I go to the thieves to get information. All this comes from white people. It didn't come from anyone black. Now, this is how your brain functions. This is an African man's brain, showing how the brain is producing energy when it thinks in the left hemisphere or right hemisphere. This is a musician called Miles Davis. He, of course, is dead now. We associate the right hemisphere of the brain with creativity, with spirituality, and the left hemisphere of the brain with analytical thinking, mathematics, and things of that sort. So you would figure that if he's playing music, since that's art, that would be concentrated in the right hemisphere of the brain. But according to this CAT scan, as we call it, he is listening to music with his left mind and playing music with his right mind. African people have the tendency to process information that normally goes in the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. They use either hemisphere. It's not confined to one hemisphere. So we process information differently. So therefore we think differently. But when you take certain nutrients into your system that don't have the vitamins and minerals and amino acids in it to help your brain function, which we call neurotransmitters, it stops the ability of you to control yourself, because all these nutrients are taken out of the food when it's processed. When you make bleach white flour, which is cooked when you buy it, it also has bleach in it, and the bleach isn't taken out of it. You know you have to put your clothes on 2 rinse cycles to get the bleach out of it. Your cells don't go on rinse cycles. you still have the bleach in your cells. It's bleaching out your melanin. It's bleach. So when you eat bleach white flour, bleach white rice, bleach white sugar. In any case, what I'm saying is these things that you're eating are food contrabands, or junk food as we call it today, and they lack these nutrients to help you control your behavior.